Stop writing Andrew Tate. All he had to say is, yo, I was in the club. I don't know who played the song. All he had to say is, neither me or my brother Tristan requested the song. I don't know how the song was played in the club. I don't know who requested it, but it was not my brother or I. We have nothing to do with it. We are not affiliated with Kanye West. And that's all I want to say. It's haram. That's all he had to do. But instead, you guys are going to see in the next clip what he actually did. Because he went on a fucking snitching spree. This nigga said, yo, I'm snitching on everybody. He said, I'm snitching on everybody. The top G let me down, bro. I'm going to call him Snake Tate. Tate the Snake. Bro, he let me down, chat. He's letting me down, bro. The first thing is, I don't know if you guys saw what happened in Miami, but these idiots went crazy in Miami this weekend, chat. They went berserk. The top G backsnabs Sneako. So, okay, this is what happened. Nick Fuentes, Clavicular, Sneako, Walter Weeks, and Myron met up with Andrew Tate, and they went to a club in Miami. And the geniuses, the big brain geniuses, decided to play the Kanye West song in the club.
CBS News Miami just spoke with Evan Field, who says he was at Vendome Club the night of the controversy.
It was a little bit odd.
Oh, he was traumatized. Yo, where do they get these fucking people from, chat? It says Evan Field, alleged patron at club during controversial night. They act like it was a fucking shoot. They act like Andrew Tate, Sneako, Walter Weeks, Myron Gaines, Nick Fuentes went in there guns blazing. They massacred a bunch of people. Like, nigga, all they did was play a fucking song. Then you got these fucking cocksuckers on here talking about, oh, it was very odd. It was low-key traumatizing for me. I won't be able to sleep for months. I might have to sue. Where do you get these fucking people from, chat? Literal NPCs.
He played the song, and it was just, people were kind of giving him weird looks, you know, and it was just...
Weird looks.
It was just a weird vibe, you know?
Weird vibe. Bro, this shit is ridiculous, chat. Homie said it was weird vibes. And like they said in the chat, you know this nigga was 100% singing along and jumping and excited as fuck that Andrew Tate and these guys were there. Come on, bro. But they also played it in their little Sprinter van. And they were doing Hitler salutes. They were doing all kinds of crazy nonsense, right? And you know what? I'm not going to even throw Andrew Tate completely under the bus because Andrew Tate, I saw him in the clip and he was serious. It looks like he wasn't fucking with it. And also, you know what's annoying me too? In that club, when the song was playing, I assure you, there were other people that were outside of their group that were also singing the song and partying. Why are they not showing those people? Why are they not showing those people? This is a hit piece, bro. It's a hit piece. Now, am I going to agree that Sneako might have kind of put the whole group into danger by playing this? Yes. But at the same time, this is a hit piece, and Andrew Tate should know this. He talks so much about the Matrix and the Matrix attack. The Matrix is attacking. This is the Matrix attack right here, buddy. And instead of you standing tall and fighting against the fucking machine overlords, you're bowing down and sucking them off. You're bowing down and you're sucking off the machines, bro. Yo, I'm so glad that we don't live in the real Matrix, bro. Because if this was the real Matrix, he would be Cypher. Andrew Tate is Cypher. Andrew Tate is the betrayer, bro. He said all this shit. He tried to act so tough. And when the moment came for him to be tough, he was a bitch ass nigga willing to sell everyone out. Literal Cypher. It doesn't matter if you weren't fucking with it. You don't need to throw Sneako under the bus. Look, even before this whole situation unfolded, I told you guys that I was already starting to get annoyed with Andrew Tate because remember that Andrew Tate had been talking about Sneako for weeks. Oh, Sneako did this and Sneako did that and Sneako does this and Sneako did this to me and Sneako did that to me. And then they meet up with Sneako and Sneako says, yo, are we good? Are we good? Yo, are we good? And Andrew's like, yeah, come on, Sneako. It's no big deal. Yeah, we're good, Sneako. Sneako, we're good. It was just words on the internet, Sneako. We're good. You can't take this, Sneako, I'm old. You can't take this old man seriously. We're good, Sneako. He literally said it and they shook hands. Like, what? What? That to me is a red flag as a man, bro. Because if I talk shit on the internet about you, it's on sight. I'm not playing no games. I'm not gonna fucking shake hands with you and dap you up. It's on sight, bro. We're enemies. I don't understand how a guy like Andrew Tate, a guy who talks all this shit. I thought Andrew Tate was a guy with a spine. I'm starting to realize he has no spine. I started to lose any confidence in Andrew Tate when he did the crypto scamming. That's when I started to lose confidence in Andrew Tate. Not that I'm not the kind of guy who's a fan of anybody or a dick rider, but I did like Andrew Tate's personality at first, but I just realized that it's a character. He's really full of shit. He's really bitch made. He says he went to prison. That will change any person. He came back from that prison stunt being a bitch. He says, of course it's a character, bro. Duh. Daffy, I'm not playing a character. You guys think I'm playing a character? I'm being my genuine, authentic self. So I thought Andrew Tate was doing what I'm doing, bro, because a lot of the stuff that Andrew Tate would say, I used to say all the time before I became a streamer off camera. The stuff that Andrew Tate has been saying on stream, all the stuff that people say is controversial, that's just normal stuff that I always believed and always said. Off camera in my real life. When me and my brother discovered Andrew Tate, my brother came to me and he said, oh, bro, there's a guy on the internet who sounds just like you and says the same shit you say. So I'm thinking that Andrew Tate is being like me, authentic. I'm not realizing that he's a little bitch, that he's faking it for the views, for the clout, for the attention. He's an attention whore. And then the worst part is he's not even the kind of attention whore that's going to stand on his word. You know, I always tell you guys, if I'm talking shit about somebody, even behind their back, and that person finds out that I'm talking shit, I never back down and deny what I said. I'm standing 10 toes. And I expected Andrew Tate to do the same, but he didn't. He's a bitch. He says Myron's stream last night reacting to Nick Fuentes was legendary. Oh, Ahmed, we're going to get into that too, bro. You mean the dressed up like a Hasidic Jew? Myron be doing too much, bro. I'm not going to lie. Myron be doing too much. Don't get me wrong. I don't like Zionism either, but you're going too far, bro. You are really actually being anti-Semitic. I'm sorry. Chat. Look at this shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when he was there on stream. It's like, bro, if you talk about Hitler all the time, Hitler would, like, the Nazis were feared and respected during their reign because they had stage presence, they had good outfits, they had composure, they were professional, they worked as a unit, they had drip. There's not one bad picture of Hitler. He was so hyper aware of how everything was perceived. He was a master of marketing. This is the literal opposite, bro.
This is not it, Myron. I hate to say it, but Sneako's right on this one. This is not it. He says W Myron. Yo, James Villarreal, thank you for joining the stream. He says Myron will never fold. Look, I like that Myron has a spine. He's not going to change his positions, but I also think that this position is crazy. You can say you're against Zionism. You can be anti-Zionist movement, but bro, you're going a little bit too far with this one, man. Myron Gaines, you're being anti-Semitic and you're being racist as hell. Low Tier God reacted to it. I already watched it, but it was funny as hell. Watching Low Tier God's reaction to this whole scenario, I realized that he really is a self-hating black man. The epitome of a self-hating black man. Yo, he went on a crazy racist rant against black people. The video was about Sneako, Clavicular, and Myron being anti-Semitic, and somehow he made it about black people, chat. This is the first racist point he makes.
Bro, if I would have found out I had Jewish in me, nobody would have been able to tell me shit. I was looking at my ancestry results, hoping I had at least 1%, so I could really just feel like just the ultimate black man. My ancestry is 20% Caucasian, via, English, Norway, all of that type of stuff. And then the rest is just, 32% Nigerian and some other African shit. But who cares about the African shit? The most impressive shit was the non-black.
Homie said I had whatever percentage of Africans, but who gives a fuck about the African shit? The most impressive was the non-black. It's like, this is the first telltale sign of a guy who hates being black.
The best people you can be in cahoots with are the dreidels. They're generous, enlighten you, they sign big checks, they believe in your dreams. It's niggas that don't, especially when you're black.
He said, the best people to be in business in and cahoots in are the dreidels because they sign good checks, their checks don't bounce, they pay good, they're generous. The worst people you can be with are the blacks. Like, why would you even have to say that? Why would you even say that? Like, this is not about black people at all. Roll that back. Roll that back. This video is not even about black people. Why are black people catching strays?
Big checks. They believe in your dreams. It's niggas that don't, especially when you're black. Blacks are not being held back by anybody. Is blacks are holding themselves back. Everybody wants to involve themselves with rogs and, well, not with rogs.
Oh no, you want me to do the Indian accent, Daffy? I don't think that with the cultural climate of today, it is not a good idea for me to do the Indian accent. Lisa Cartwheel, thank you for joining the stream. Says Nick doesn't want any bitches. I know he doesn't want any bitches. That's the crazy part about it, Lisa. That they were like, oh, Nick, talk to this girl, talk to that girl. And he's like, no, I don't want any girls. The girls have cooties. I don't want any girls. Super duper sus. He's on that fucking Christian white nationalist bullshit. Anyways, back to what I was saying about Andrew Tate. I don't want to say I was a fan of Andrew Tate. I'm not a fan of anybody. I'm a fan of myself. But what I will say is that I thought that a lot of the things that Andrew Tate was saying, I agreed with originally back in the day. When did Andrew Tate become famous, chat? 2021, 2022? When Andrew Tate first came out on the scene, a lot of the stuff that he was saying, I agreed with. I said, yo, bro, Andrew Tate, this Andrew Tate guy, he's speaking my language, man. He's speaking my language. He's saying the things that I believe in. He's saying everything that I've always said in the privacy of my house. This guy is lit. But as time progressed, I start to realize that Andrew Tate is full of shit. He's faking it for the views, for the clout, for the attention. He's trying to be controversial for controversy's sake. And he's not even a good fighter. And the final straw in my fucking haystack was when he got released from the Romanian prison. When he got released from the Romanian prison, that's the day that I felt super disappointed in him. Because first of all, he was so shook. He tried to play it off like he went strong in that bitch, but you know he was cowering in fear. And on top of that, that same week, he did the crypto pull. He did the crypto rug pull. And I was like, okay, I've lost all respect. Any respect that I might have had for this guy is now lost because he's over here doing crypto rug pulls, bro. Like, come on, man. You talked all this shit about respect, about dignity, about accountability, and then you're going to do a crypto rug pull? Seriously? And it was an obvious crypto rug pull on top of it. I don't understand how sometimes the viewers of these people fall for the gimmicks, bro. It was so obvious that it was a scam. And then he goes and he turns on the one person who stuck with him, right? Out of all of the people that were glazing Andrew Tate, right? Because, you know, when you're on top, everybody glazes you. When you're on top, everybody acts like your shit doesn't stink. When you're on top, everybody wants to suck you off. When you're on top, everybody praises you. You can do no wrong. When you're clouded up, all the fucking clout goblins, all the clout demons crawl out of the woodworks to suck you off to get a drop of fucking clout. The moment Andrew Tate was put into prison, Romanian jail, whatever you want to call it, the correctional facility, the moment that he was no longer on the internet clouded up, all of those people disappeared. The only person that stuck around, maybe two people, Sneako and Myron. Everybody else abandoned this nigga. All the people that were quote unquote on his team, on his side, they all disappeared. The Logan Pauls, the KSIs, even Fresh, Walter Weeks, my boy. Even he turned his back on Andrew Tate when Andrew Tate was in prison. Everybody turned their back on this nigga, bro, other than Sneako, Myron, and Aiden. And what does fucking Andrew Tate do? He repays Sneako's loyalty by backstabbing him. Now, Sneako did say that the red pill was dead, right? He came out and he said, red pill is dead. Red pill is over. Yada, yada, yada. And that rubbed a few people the wrong way, right? It rubbed Myron Gaines the wrong way. It rubbed Tristan Tate the wrong way. It rubbed Andrew Tate the wrong way. But he never came out and said, oh, Andrew Tate is a scammer. Andrew Tate is a grifter. Andrew Tate is a false person. Andrew Tate is a fraud. Andrew Tate flip-flops. Andrew Tate this. Andrew Tate that. Andrew Tate's a fake alpha male. He never came out and said any of that stuff. On the contrary, Andrew Tate has done nothing but attack Sneako and throw Sneako under the bus. Sneako's a crybaby. Sneako's a fake artist. Sneako wants to be dramatic. Sneako's a bitch. Sneako this. Sneako that. Sneako. Andrew Tate said a bunch of crazy shit. I'm going to beat Sneako up. I'm going to show him who's who. When I see him, blah, 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 blah.
Basically, everyone's a fucking slave.
Sneako's sitting there thinking to himself. You can see Sneako's gears turning in his head. He's thinking like, I can't believe I followed this fucking imbecile into getting my channel canceled. Look at Sneako's face, chat. I don't know if you could see the face. My camera might have been covering it a little bit.
I don't give a fuck about international law. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's funny. The world is slavery.
Sneako's looking at Andrew Tate with a face like, I cannot believe that in 2021, I let this guy manipulate me into exploding, almost losing my fucking channels, almost losing my access to actual fame and clout, following this imbecile into darkness.
Everyone's a fucking slave, but me. And I treat my slaves very well.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face.
The nice slave owners. I pay them far more than I
Look at his face. Look at his face. Sneako's like, what am I doing here with this idiot again? Look when they meet. Look when they meet. Look, listen to what Sneako says to him.
I pay them far more than I have to.
Yeah.
Defender of the third world. I'll be here. Good to see you. Good to see you, bro.
All right, let's work out this issue a little bit.
There's no issue.
Yeah, schoolyard.
There's no issue. Yeah, it's political disagreements. There's no issue.
Well, we're all in Miami. Let's have a good fucking time.
Have a
You
good
know
time.
what I mean?
Anyways, let's get into the meat and potatoes of tonight's stream chat. Miami Beach nightclub fires 3 employees after probe into anti-Semitic song incident. This shit made the actual news, bro. It made like 4 news channels in Miami. Everybody was talking about this shit, bro. These guys went mega viral for the wrong reason. You know you're fucked when it's on normal TV, old people TV.
All new at 6, 3 nightclub employees fired tonight, days after an anti-Semitic song was played at Vendome in Miami Beach.
Vendome. Can you imagine you lost your job because of Sneako, Clavicular, Myron Gaines, Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, and Tristan Tate? The craziest part about it is that the fucking club had no real obligation to fire them. They just did that to virtue signal. You lost your job because a fucking club owner wanted the virtue signal, chat. The problem is that Sneako is probably a millionaire. Clavicular is probably working on becoming a millionaire. Walter Weeks is a millionaire. Myron Gaines is a millionaire. Tristan is a millionaire. Andrew Tate's a millionaire. Nick Fuentes is a millionaire. Everybody there's a millionaire except for you, nigga. You're a brokey. You work at the club pressing buttons and playing music for niggas. So you just got fucked. They didn't get fucked. They don't care. Their reputation was already in the fucking sewer, in the gutter, destroyed. They don't give a fuck. They're getting clouded up over this shit. The truth is, if you're one of the people that got fired in this situation, bro, the only option that you have is to come out and say, oh, I was one of the DJs, and make your whole platform being anti-Semitic, because I don't know what else you can fucking do. You're up shit's creek. You just lost your fucking place of employment, bro. You're fucked.
Who are the people that were terminated? That is the question that some of the elected officials are asking today. And why them?
Why are they going to go over? Why are the elected officials, you know, this is what annoys me about elected officials, chat. They really be virtue signaling. The niggas already got fired. What do you want to do to them next? Hang them? Crucify them? They already got fired, bro. Let bygones be bygones. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, we want to do an inquiry into the employees and their backstories. Over what? But then again, I hate to say it. This is going to be very anti-Semitic. Very anti-Semitic, chat. But I'm going to have to say it. I'm going to have to say it. Why is it that if you make a joke or talk about the Holocaust, anything that has to do with those people, you get persecuted to the ends of the earth? Real consequences. But if you made a joke about the Armenian genocide, or you made a joke about the enslavement of black people, or you made a joke about the systematic extermination of the indigenous population of North America, or you made a joke about the Palestinians or any other group of people, nothing happens to you at all. It's only one group of people that if you joke around and say something about them, you get fucked. So I'm just throwing that out there, just food for thought. I'm not going to say yay or nay, but I'm going to lean more towards yay. I'm not going to say yay or nay, but I'm going to lean more towards yay if you get my drift.
You can't just release a statement saying, we've conducted our internal investigation, case closed. No, case not closed.
Joseph Magazine.
What do you mean case not closed, bro? What the fuck is this guy talking about, man? What do you mean by that, bro? Case not closed. What do you want to do next?
What are you saying sorry for? You literally played music that we requested.
Andrew Tate is another controversial influencer seen at Vendome that night. His attorney spoke on behalf of him and his brother.
They did not.
Oh my God, bro. Andrew Tate lawyered up. Don't tell me Andrew Tate went and got a lawyer to cover his ass. That's actually crazy. Talk about being afraid.
Request the song to be played. My clients didn't sing to it. They didn't dance to it. They didn't give a Roman salute because they are not anti-Semites. Andrew and Tristan have fought very hard to clear their name all over the world.
On Monday, the mayors of Miami Beach and Miami-Dade County, both of them Jewish, demanded accountability from the club. Included in Vendome's post, it said, "We have also permanently banned the individuals involved in this incident from the Vendome premises. They are no longer welcome at our establishment under any circumstances."
I want to correct something because I don't want you guys to misinterpret what I want to say here. I think that these guys were within their right to play whatever song they wanted. I think that it's just a fucking song. It is offensive, but it's just a song. I think they're in their right to do whatever they want, and I think that this is being blown way out of proportion. That being said, I think that you have the freedom of speech to do whatever the fuck you want as long as you're not hurting anyone. So that just adds more fuel to the fire. The fact that Andrew Tate and his people are so afraid and they're begging for forgiveness, it just shows that you're willing to give up your freedoms. You said that you want to be the cobra, but instead of being a cobra, you're just a fucking garden snake. You're a basic ass garden snake because you're willing to give up your freedoms, your rights to capitulate to the group. You're a slave to the Matrix. You said, hey, you've got to escape the Matrix. And it turns out you're a slave to the Matrix. You've got the slave mind.
Now, we're not going to show you the video of what happened here.
They're not going to show the video, guys. The video is so offensive, your brain might blow up if you see it. Come on, dude. It's just a fucking song. It's just words, bro. It's literally just words. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to that, you weak ass niggas? Weak ass niggas, bro. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Man up. Are we in America still? Because I don't know where we're at. We might not be in America anymore, chat. We might be in another country right now. Are we in Israel? Are we in Germany? Where are we? Because last time I checked, in America, there's this thing called freedom of speech, and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm disgusted by it. There's no place for that in Miami Beach.
There's no place for you not having braces, nigga. Look at this nigga's teeth. Look at that gap, bro. How are you the mayor of one of the most lucrative cities of the United States, and you got that fucking smile? Get some fucking braces, nigga. Get Invisalign. The fuck are we looking at? This nigga looks like a fucking rabbit.
A welcoming, diverse city.
Mayor Miner says the problem started the moment the individuals were allowed in the venue.
This nigga said the moment they were in the venue, the problem started. Shut up. Shut up, bro. Jesus, man. I don't know why they hate Andrew Tate so much. I mean, like I said, Andrew Tate is a snake, but this is all because he was there. This nigga wasn't even there, bro. He wasn't even there. The mayor's acting like he was in the fucking club seeing what was happening. Shut the fuck up. The virtue signaling is crazy.
I had club owners of other clubs reach out to me and say that they know they try to get in and they don't allow it. So
that's cap. That definitely didn't happen. Can you imagine you went on national TV, because this is national TV, CBS News Miami. You went on national TV and you're just bald-faced lying. Actually, I had many other clubs call me and said they tried to get in, but we stopped them. Also, and I'm not trying to say anything, but he says the mayor is a tiny hat. If you look closely, I just noticed that, Daffy. I was going to say, I don't want to fucking say anything too anti-Semitic, but I mean, shit, he does have the fucking telltale sign. No. Amen. Stop dick riding Andrew Tate. You said you've clearly never been arrested. Andrew just got out of prison. He's dumb to flex this. Nobody's telling him to flex it. All he had to say is, yo, I was in the club. I don't know who played the song. Neither my brother or I requested the song to be played. I don't know who did it. But I'm not involved. That's all he had to say. All he had to say is, Neither me or my brother Tristan requested the song. I don't know how the song was played in the club. I don't know who requested it, but it was not my brother or I. We have nothing to do with it. We are not affiliated with Kanye West. And that's all I want to say. It's haram. That's all he had to do. But instead, you guys are going to see in the next clip what he actually did. Because he went on a fucking snitching spree. This nigga said, yo, I'm snitching on everybody. He said, I'm snitching on everybody. Everybody. This nigga went on a snitching spree, bro.
I think they're just kids. It gets a reaction. They think they're funny. I really didn't do anything wrong. I understand why some people were offended.
It is funny. You were laughing at it too. You've played the song. I was in Spain with Ye when you posted a video of you listening to the song in your Bugatti. Do you think that we have short-term memory loss? This was not even a year ago.
My reply was Sneako.
Andrew Tate does think you have short-term memory loss, bro. He says, TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. You've got TikTok brain. You're in the Matrix. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. You watch some porn, you jack off. You message a girl, she rejects you. You go back to TikTok, 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 TikTok. Wake up!
Always has some crybaby issue with me. If he's not going to cry his eyes out, he can come. And he came along, and he made.
So then, what is this on this podcast? I'm a crybaby. I didn't know this song was playing. I didn't find it funny. I never liked it at all. This is the worst thing ever. What do you mean? They have spent more energy, 40 minutes, almost 50 minutes on this podcast talking about a song. More airtime than a genocide for years.
They got poor Sneako pressed.
I got on a bus. Full-grown men made decisions while I sat on my phone. I then got off the bus and stood in a nightclub while other people played songs while I sat on my phone. So it's so clear that songs like this can't be played without meeting genuine power in the world. Don't you think to somebody who is completely detached from this situation, somebody at home who has nothing to do with this situation, watches it and sits and goes, ah, see? They are in charge of everything. I understand how these things get attached to my name. It's very inconvenient for me. I have Jewish business partners. I have tech teams in Israel. I have things going on, and I get a mess from this crap too. I'm not here to beg sorry from anybody.
You're literally there begging sorry from everybody. What are you talking about, dude? What is this motherfucker talking about, chat? Seriously, it's starting to make me upset just hearing him talk. Like, what are you saying? What are you trying to communicate here, Tate? The problem, like I said earlier, is that Andrew Tate thinks he's the smartest person in the room when he's really not. Like, bro, what are you trying to communicate here? Oh, I don't want to run into real power. That's what you're saying. You sound like a little bitch. This will put you in situations where you're confronting real power. So what you're essentially saying is that you had no real power. You were pretending to have power. And now you're afraid because the people that you think actually have power are chasing you down. Is that not what he's saying? If you read between the lines, he's essentially saying all of this time, my brother and I have been scamming you. We've been telling you guys that we're escaping the Matrix and that we have real power. But in reality, we're bitches. We have no power at all. And we're actually afraid of the people who do have power. I don't want to be in the crosshairs of an agent. He's acting like Jews. You know what he's acting like, Chad? He's acting like Jews are the agent, Agent Smith. Nobody's ever confronted an agent before. Come on, Tate. You can do better than that. Let's go ahead and wrap it up, chat. Let's end on a high note. We did good tonight.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're going to see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you.
Yo, guys, thank you for sticking around. It's your boy, Scott Leonard, your favorite streamer's favorite streamer, the Black Asmongold, the voice and news outlet of the chronically unemployed, biggest hater, biggest pocket watcher. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Everybody stay safe. Peace. I'm out.